Hello, welcome to InfoHub. In our headlines, another hinterland radio station is on the airwaves. Bina Hill pushing for accreditation and winners crowned in several Mashramani competitions. Stay tuned for the details of these and more.
The future of Guyana has never looked better. Our nation is on the cusp of a development program like never seen before. While Guyana is now emerging as an energy giant through the discovery of massive reserves of oil and natural gas, it is your government's intention that the huge benefits emerging from this will go where it matters most, to you, the people of this beloved country. There is a surge of confidence in the way Guyana is governed once again, and the level of investor interest is unprecedented. Guyana is poised to become the breadbasket of the region, and the pace at which this nation will grow through prudent fiscal management will be nothing short of impressive. But more than anything else will be the way every Guyanese, regardless of color, class, or creed, becomes a part of this historic period of national transformation, sharing in the wealth and well-being of it all as one Guyana.
Here's our first report. As the government continues to bring the hinterland communities on stream with what is happening in the rest of Guyana, the establishment of community radio stations, which serve as the bridge that closes the gap between the coastland and the interior region, continues.
Radio I Shelton is now on air. Radio I Shelton 95.1 FM was commissioned by His Excellency David Granger, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, who noted that each region should have its own radio station so that it can communicate with its people.
Your government is concerned that as far as the delivery of public information is concerned, just like public health, just like public education, you should not be wanting for public information. And this radio station is going to assist not in education alone, not in information alone, but in democracy, in government.
Tushao of I Shelton, Douglas Casimiro, noted that Radio I Shelton will connect the community to the rest of the world.
This positive level of energy, cooperation, professionalism, and respect shown to us by Dr. Deodat and Mr. Bisson is one that forms a model for result-based working relationship between local village leadership and government and other organizations as well.
Also delivering brief remarks was Enrico Wolford, chairman of the board of directors of NCN, who pointed out that there have been challenges with the flow of information, particularly between the north and south. However, this has begun to change.
Now you can hear, as Guyanese are wont to say, live and direct, how your elected representatives are doing in the nation's capital. And you can hear from your regional and local representatives as the information and communication technology sector, of which broadcasting is an integral part, grows and develops in this country.
Gabriella Patram for InfoHub.
Commuters, particularly school children of Wismar in Linden, now have the convenience of bus sheds when using public transportation. Alexis Rodney has that report.
Minister of Finance Winston Jordan commissioned one of 3 linen bus sheds at 1 Mile Wismar, Region 10 on Sunday. He encouraged the residents to maintain the facilities.
I would like to urge the community to care this facility. The monies that have been used to help build this is part of your tax dollars, and therefore you ought to be able to respect it down the road.
The bus sheds, 2 at 1 Mile Wismar and 1 at Amelia's Ward, were commitments made to the region during a previous outreach by the minister. Residents were also the recipients of streetlights and sports gear. A resident, Andrew Irving, said that the street lighting will be very helpful to children who attend after-school lessons.
The corn is pretty dark, so it will give some light there. It means a great lot to the community. We want to thank the minister and those that are involved in making this lighting system possible for us.
Member of Parliament German Figuera explained that the region has undertaken a lighting project in all communities and commended Minister Jordan for contributing significantly to the initiative. Alexis Rodney for InfoHub.
The Ministry of Indigenous Peoples Affairs is lobbying for accreditation of the Bina Hill Institute in Anai, Region 9. More from Seneca Thorne.
Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs Sidney Alikok announced that consultations with the Ministry of Education are underway to have the Bina Hill Institute of Learning fully accredited.
For it to be recognized, we've started discussions with of course, like we have the other ministries. Ministry of Education is the key one. We have Ministry of Health, because we are going to be doing things like medicinal gardens.
Minister Alikok recently visited the institution where he interacted with the staff and students. Minister explained that the intention is to raise the institution's standard to have it recognized nationally and internationally.
We need a place that we could be comfortable to work and get these things going. And also it is going to help us to have a way from the University of Guyana to have that link. So we are discussing with the University of Guyana to have this like a, let us say, a field station, but it is also to give the other Guyanese an opportunity to see what a beautiful country they have.
Bina Hill Institute is the lone residential tertiary institution located in the hinterland. It provides access to skills training programs for indigenous youths who resides in regions 1, 7, 8, and 9. Over the past 2 years, the government has been investing millions of dollars to develop the institution. In 2016, some $46 million was allocated in the national budget for major rehabilitative works, followed by some $50 million in 2017 to cater for the increased influx of students and development of the curriculum. Seneca Thorne for InfoHub.
Mabaruma residents are finally breathing a sigh of relief as innovative roadworks progress. Renetta Lafleur was there and filed this report.
Phase 1 of the works on the Mabaruma Compound Road is currently ongoing. The venture, which commenced this year, is an extension of a 2018 project. Hinterland engineer Jeffrey Walcott said the contractors are constructing rigid pavements which will last for more than 20 years.
The projects are essentially stuck with the rigid pavement design because we found that it is actually working a lot better than the asphalt roads or the DBST roads. In terms of, we're going to continue with that design.
Rehabilitative works are 30% completed. Walcott pointed out that there are other developments slated for the district this year.
Our program for 2018 essentially will consist of upgrading the bridge that leads into Kumaka Road, as well as dealing with one of the most challenging areas that we've seen so far within the community, the Barbina Swamp.
Meanwhile, upgrades on the Kumaka Junction to the waterfront area and the Mabaruma Main Road leading to the Airstrip Road have been completed. Region 1 engineer John Bart explains.
The Airstrip to the Township Road, that is 950 meters long by 20 feet wide or 6.1 meters wide. The Kumaka Junction to waterfront, that project was 750 meters altogether for about between 66 to 67 million Guyana dollars.
The 2018 budget provides $1.5 billion for road rehabilitation in hinterland regions, as well as the completion of all rollover projects. Renetta Lafleur for InfoHub.
In an effort to become more customer-centric, the Guyana Water Incorporated on Sunday commissioned its second sub-office in Region 3, Essequibo Islands, West Demerara, this time stationed in Perico at the Lotus Mall. Here's more.
GWI's Managing Director, Dr. Richard Van Westcharles, said the new branch office will cater to some 30,000 customers from West Coast Demerara, West Bank Demerara, Partico, and other areas further afield.
This opens the gateway to, as the chairman said, to Region 2, to Leguan Island, to Wakanam, to Bartica. And it allows us to be in constant communication. We are looking at various options by which the customers can pay their bills, check their balances, and report to us.
The initiative, he added, will also assist GWI to recoup outstanding revenues. These, Dr. Van Westcharles added, are needed to improve the services provided to Region 3 customers. Deputy Regional Executive Officer Jennifer Ferreira-Dougal noted that the establishment of the branch office is timely, since residents were initially forced to travel to Port Royal on the west bank of Demerara in order to pay their monthly water bills.
Guyana being in Perico will bring a great relief to the members of this community in terms of not having to travel to Port Drawing to pay those bills. So you know what? The bills will be paid on time.
InfoHub spoke to some residents about the opening of the new Perico GWI sub-office.
I feel happy about it because it's convenient. It will be a convenience for the residents of Perico. They wouldn't have to travel all the way to Port Ryan anymore.
I feel nice that the office come here because every time I got to go to Port Ryan, I got to pay $300 and $400 to go to Port Ryan for just a query. And I feel happy about it. I ain't got to pay no more because I'm a pensioner.
Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
Minister of Public Telecommunications Catherine Hughes and a team of officials met with representatives of various agencies in the capital town of Lethem in Region 9 during an outreach to discuss how they can collectively improve internet access and information and communications technology training. More from Stacey Carmichael.
Minister of Public Telecommunications Catherine Hughes and a team comprising representatives from her ministry and the National Data Management Authority visited Lethem, Region 9, to listen to the concerns of residents as it relates to internet connectivity and to conduct a needs assessment. Minister Hughes underscored the importance of internet access to the improvement of the residents' lives and the region as a whole. She explained that the vision is to help persons in the communities to market their locally produced products, not only locally but internationally through the use of the internet.
We want to use the internet. We want to use the training that we will provide through these ICT hubs to give them an opportunity to market those hammocks. So it mustn't be that they only are able to sell the hammock when somebody physically comes to this area, to Lethem, for example. They must be able, through our assistance, through the training that we're committed to give to individuals that are interested, we would be able to design a little Facebook page for them.
The Telecommunications Minister described online studying as the way of the future and said the government is committed to providing the infrastructure to make this possible for all Guyanese.
With technology, they would be able to connect with a school in Georgetown, it could be a school in Berbice, wherever it is that is doing the class. It could be university. It could be one of the 3 campuses of UG that they could connect and be able to participate face-to-face through a TV monitor and participate with that class. And the teacher, wherever she is, would be able to answer questions from the students that are located right here in Region 9.
Another important sector that will benefit from efficient internet access is health. Minister Hughes noted since there are insufficient medical institutions and doctors in the region. Officials in the region were given the opportunity to interface with representatives from the NDMA and Public Telecommunications Ministry to look at areas where they can collaborate. Reporting from Lethem Region 9, I am Stacey Carmichael for InfoHub.
And in our final report, scores of supporters of various steel bands yesterday swarmed the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall for the annual Panorama Steel Pan competition over the weekend. Letitia Isaacs was there.
Sunday's competition saw performances by youth bands and large bands. Crowd favorite, National School of Music Steel Orchestra, performed tribute to the greats, earning them the first position. Reigning large youth band champions, North Ramville Secondary's performance did not fall short and secured them the winning position again in the large youth band category, while West Demerara Secondary School took the small youth band category by storm, securing the first position. The Panorama competition first began in 2009 with 3 bands and has grown over the past 10 years into a major event on the Mashimani calendar. For InfoHub, Letitia Isaacs.
Guyana's new Calypso monarch was crowned. She is Onika Joseph, who showed the National Park judges on Friday why woman is boss. On Saturday, Lyndon or Brandon Harding took the Carib Soca crown with his song Alive at Durban Park. And on Sunday, Bunty Sink copped the chutney competition at Leonora. Please note that on February 20th, the judging of the Clean and Bright competition, which looks at the region's matrimony preparations and decorations. And on February 21, you can check out the Mash Night event at Providence Stadium. Check our website or Facebook page for more details as we bring you updates on Republic Day and matrimony activities. Thanks for watching, and remember to connect with us 24/7 on our website and social media. Goodbye.